God does not only answer our prayers, God answers also our thoughts. Is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we're able to ask or think. So he answers thoughts. God answers thoughts. Every contrary thought to what you have prayed cancels the effect of that prayer. For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Therefore, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Proverbs 4 and verse 23. God does not only answer prayers, God also answers thoughts. God also answers thoughts. Therefore, guard up the loins of your mind. Guard up the loins of your mind. Don't let your mind go astray and render your prayers of no effect. 1 Peter 1:13. Secondly, God does not only answer prayers, God answers actions. God responds to our actions. For Samuel 2:3. Is a God of knowledge by whom actions are weighed. God weighs our action and determines his response to our prayers. So when our actions are contrary to what we have prayed, it cancels the effect of the prayer. Now be it. Is that enough for this kind of case? The thought. But it's still paining me, the action. It's time to discover these factors that will help you. Let God be true and all men liars. If I prayed according to his will, he has heard me. If my faith is in place, it has committed God. In Daniel 5 and verse 27, while Daniel was interpreting that writing, he said, tekel means you are weighing the balances and you are found wanting. You are weighing the balances and you are found wanting. God weighs actions, our actions, and determines his intervention in our lives. Ensure your actions line up with what you claim to be your faith. Show me your faith without your actions, and I'll show you my faith by my actions. James 2 and verse 18. Number 3, God answers what we say after we have prayed. That is the words of our mouth. As you have said in my ears, they were not praying, so will I do unto you. Numbers 14 and verse 28. God answers what we say after we have prayed. We have been on these 20 days. May no one's mouth destroy his prayer labor. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Suffer not your mouth to cause your flesh to sin. Let us say thou before an angel, it was an error. Why should God be angry with you and destroy the works of thy hand? Ecclesiastes 5:6. So watch. Those three factors are often ignored in the believer's life, and so they keep struggling to access answers to their prayers. Mind your thoughts, mind your actions, and mind the words of your mouth. To maximize returns on your prayers, mind your thoughts, mind your actions, and mind the words of your mouth. We must cast down negative imaginations lest they cast us down. 2 Corinthians 10:3-6. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts against the knowledge of God, and bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Thought, come on now, behave, line up. Bringing every thought to the obedience of Christ. And when your obedience to this is fulfilled, you avenge all disobedience. Mind your thoughts. Mind your thoughts. Cast them down so they don't cast you down. Watch. For from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts. Mark 7:21-23. So the things that damage destinies are outcomes of thoughts. For from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts that result into the following evil acts, which include adulteries, fornications, murders. They are primarily products of thoughts. So bring your thought into captivity. Enforce your thought to line up with the word. Then you start to know true liberty. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. We must ensure that the words of our mouth are acceptable to God. Psalm 19:14. Let the words of my mouth, David prayed, and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Let the words of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart be acceptable to you. It's a prayer to pray. Always ensure that our actions do not contradict what we claim to believe. Your harvest of answers is sure. Your harvest of answers is sure. Your own harvest of answers is sure. It is our imagination that sets the pace for our destination. It's a great year for you. So, guard up the loins of your mind. Bridle the words of your mouth.